The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
That is comfortable.
What will you like today? Another Cloud 2 classic?
I'll stick with the usual. Maybe take a little bit off the sides.
Oh, that's fresh.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Hey, watch your head.
Ain't accepting, ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids' as kids. That's wealth years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out and finish this bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the grind on the cards is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live.
What sound experience would you like today?
I'll have the fantasy pack.
Good choice.
And could you make it a Cloud 2 wireless?
On his way, sir.
Sounds amazing!
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Hey man, I just can't find a comfortable headset. I mean, I've tried everything. Literally everything.
Sheesh, my brother. I got you.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes.
Welcome, everybody, to week one of the Eastern Collegiate Athletic Conference Esport Play. My name is Andrew Taco. I'm joined by a Tugboat in the booth. We are bringing you Rocket League action here, and thank you for joining us here on this broadcast, brought to you so emphatically and so enthusiastically by some well-trusted names in the scene. EMP Live Design bringing us some production help, along with the Collegiate Esports, or Sports Management Group, rather, providing us all these lovely assets on all these players and background players, along with HyperX and iBuyPower, of course, always being able to energize these broadcasts, give these players the tools they need to succeed. And I believe we have one more Tugboat that is behind the scenes to shout out for all of their help here on this broadcast.
Absolutely. That is Legion by Lenovo, of course, that high-class esports hardware. Now, Lenovo Legion knows that you play to win, and in order to stand out from the competition, of course, you need the equipment that matches the speed of your thoughts and your actions. Now, the Legion Y25 monitor does delivers wins in the toughest, most critical of situations. Let's talk a little bit about these specs, actually. It's got that 1 millisecond response time. You're talking about the 240 hertz refresh rate, and it is the FHD, which does, of course, mean full HD, as Taco pointed out. It's got that everything that you want right there. ISP panels with built-in NVIDIA G-Sync as well. So G-Sync, obviously, syncing every single frame from computer onto display. And of course, the Legion Y25 monitor is available at Lenovo.com and other fine realtors, just obviously places that are maybe a little more close and local to you. Now, my big thing, though, is this thing has an arm, like a little, this is the corner of it, little arm that comes out for your headset. It is by far one of like the simplest designs on a monitor that I've ever seen. That's just like, man, like that makes so much sense. Now, I would load that in and probably, get it into its base and then instantly snap it off on accident, Danger Taco. But I would at least enjoy it for like a day or two while I actually have it. It's just one of those things that is a fantastic idea, but I think me, just being the clumsy person that I am, may not last that long. That'll latch on the side.
Well, it's all about that space-saving design. If that arm on the side, it seems superfluous, but at the end of the day, you only have so many places to hang up your headphones, be able to put your controller, and be able to organize your desktop. So if you do have anything possible that can actually help you out, then it's a good thing to know. So thank you to all those guys for bringing us the game. But what's actually here to cover here on the ECAC broadcast is Ithaca College versus COE College. So that is going to be our matchup today for the Rocket League scene. And it's exciting to bust out first here on some smaller known colleges, since I think ECAC, the advantage of having these smaller, more individual conferences within collegiate play is that you're not trying to take the whole swath. You're trying to get that specific attention being paid, the spotlight being shown on some of these smaller programs, and they get to show their stuff here on broadcast with two casters analyzing.
Absolutely, absolutely, yeah. So, just to be clear as well, in case you're coming in here and being like, "Oh, Ithaca College sending two different teams." This is going to be Ithaca Gold competing on broadcast tonight. Ithaca Blue is competing against a different team, but Ithaca Blue being the other player there. Now, Co College also having two different teams. This is going to be Ithaca College Gold versus Co College Gold, the battle of the precious metals or something like that. I'm not sure. Now, there's also a Co College Crimson. So if Co College Crimson plays against Ithaca College Blue, and that would be like a little like classic red versus blue a competition. But that's not what we're seeing here today. It's the two gold teams from these two colleges doing battle here for the ECAC regular season. This is day numero uno, day one right there. So we don't have any previous match statistics right here in front of us based on what we have been doing for the ECAC yet, because it's day number one. We'll be getting this started here in just a little bit, and I can guarantee you, Danger Taco and dear viewers, we're going to have some fiery Rocket League action. That I can emphatically promise you, to borrow a word from you.
Yeah, I'm always a little weirded out by the gold and silver and all these, because of course you're using the school colors and you're trying to show it off. But then it gets a little strange because it's mostly just because some teams have so many players that play at such a high level, or at least a way that they think that they could be the A team, that you don't want to say A team and B team, because it kind of denotes that tier list. So then you're like, oh, you're different colors, but then you don't know which team is competing in which. So it's just, there's no clean solution, but it's nice to see the depth of talent and also just the enthusiasm for getting involved with the esports at the collegiate level. I mean, it's bound to happen when your school population is a couple thousand players all crammed together. They're likely to have some similar interests, but we are not here to talk about colors. We're here to talk about goals, assists, and just spectacular plays. And that is why we do have a game kind of readied up here for Ithaca and Co. So as we're trying to like ready that one up, I think I'm really curious to see how these two teams play out, because I've been casting collegiate a long time, and I think there's a lot of different mentalities that come in and the different styles of play that people come out. I feel like game ones are very timid, a little back and forth, just kind of long ball, or just going straight for the jugular. And I'm really curious to see if they're going to take that latter approach.
all know how rough that path can be, how tough that can tread. Now, in game number 1, they did find themselves a goal. In moving on in here in game number 3, I can agree with you. Don't want to be too harsh on Ithaca, but I want to ask you for one thing in particular that Ithaca College could come forth and do here and really have a much better a shot at least tying up a game 3 and pushing it into extra time.
I think part of it is just boost management. I feel like a lot of times I see a lot of players drive back onto defense and then they kind of sit down on the goal line. They're waiting for saves, and maybe you're just not comfortable with certain reads you're getting. But ultimately, if you are able to grab some pads, even just having 20 boosts gives you a lot more confidence going for a shot in front of your net than when you have the 0 and you're just sitting there, or even just trying to gather only the hundreds, because the one thing COE College is doing very well is hitting it off your backboard, following aggressively, and then stealing those boosts. So all those pads, those are your lifelines. I think the lack of boost is leading to the lack of power on these hits, and that's the main problem for Ithaca. When they do go forward, they're not helpless. They've gotten shots, they've gotten some decent dribbles. It's just they can never get forward because they're always being boost starved. Like you had mentioned earlier, sometimes a great off
advantage of by a single player. As you can see, Rain was the only one up top to really do that. Both teammates back a little bit farther. COE College at least given the respect off the beginning defensive-wise, as Ithaca now assuming an offensive position. Bounce off the middle, that's decently centered, just a little bit too much sauce on it right there.
We will see a high lob again. COE College is trying to work that to their advantage in the deep rotation, but low boost is going to result in a kind of awkward save there. Deflection off the backboard. Chua hits it off target. It's a nice opportunity, but I think they overthought the angle that they needed. Tried to get maximum power, but sometimes placement is really what you need at the end of the day. One more lob forward into the corner, and this aggression from Ithaca, I do like to see it. It's certainly throwing COE College a little bit off, but we will remain scoreless as finally that clear will go back across mid.
This is, yeah, the more light here at the tunnel for Ithaca. I don't want to speak too soon here, but this is the longest the squad has gone without getting scored on, because it's been twice early in like 35 seconds or so. Once again, Rain off center right here, and that's going to be a technical own goal, correct?
Yeah, that's just a rough one, especially because as a defender, we've all been there. Ball gets off target, and you're like, I got to clear it. Then you turn a little bit too far around, and it deflects in a way that you don't want. But on top of that, it goes top shelf. There's not much they can do about that except just kick yourself, laugh about it, and then get on with it. COE College has their lead, and we've seen that one goal is really all they need when it comes to their offensive output.
This is fair. This is fair. Pass roller across the bottom. Go on doing the rest of Ithaca College now on defense. Across the back, that's Sonic, or Solid, I'm thinking Hedgehog. Solidus Hedgehog, almost doing that one backwards. Showing off perhaps a little bit right there. Nice save by Michael. Good. Guardian Angel on top of that, which then saves the life of Ithaca's 4 right now. Back on over to it, 17-21. Rotating offensive-wise, really relying on team to get it there. For right now, that's going to happen. Rain trying to assume possession of this one inside, gets absolutely demolished, bullied for it. Bounce play back to the middle. Ithaca College playing with one player fully back right now, and that's shooting out, screaming out right now. No, that's Michael, excuse me, playing the back position right now.
And they will be able to get that touch off the backboard with 60 boosts. Can they do anything with it? No, but a double commit from COE might open up a gateway. Good clear down. It's still a bouncer. Roller right down the middle, but the defender a little bit too eager. They'll just send it back on down with the second defender. He's in 50. Tack still alive. Michael underneath it. They won't touch it. 721. And Noando get a little tangled up, so unfortunately might be countered downfield by COE, but the pass there is not. And the rebound is Rain getting number 2 for COE. But Ithaca signs of life, but they're just missing pieces of the puzzle.
Yeah, Tiki off the right corner right here. Puts it right in the middle. It's just going to kind of pool action, or pinball action, excuse me, bounce around across the middle, end up left side for COE College. 2-0 with 2 minutes and 20 seconds left. A lot of twos right there. Let's see what Ithaca College can do with it in the middle. As they've, I mean, they can feel the sand slowly dropping out of this hourglass. The time moving by. Goes up forward, tries to come back, and that is Tiki and the rest of COE College actually cursed a little bit of the bad angles. This score line might be a little bit higher. Scoreline might be a little bit higher, a little bit more different if some of these angles have just been a tiny bit different.
And I think one thing that COE's doing really well is, of course, we can always say quality is better than quantity, but COE's College is trying to take a bat at that saying right now. They're just throwing everything on target. Even if it's not necessarily the most dangerous thing, it does at least force Ithaca to stay somewhat centralized, to stay grounded enough that they do have to commit to a save. And even if it doesn't necessarily make them sweat on defense, it does have to force them to stay central and not be able to rotate out for that boost. Ithaca College, when they have gone up, have had some decent looks like this one. However, one rotation back will be able to get that out, so they're still looking at a 2-goal scoreline to get in the next 70 seconds. And I think right now, even though they've looked stronger over time, it really just is not enough. COE College is just doing such a good job at throwing everything forward, just relentless pressure in 50s in the attacking third. And you can see what happens, and it pays off.
Yeah, we can basically have seen these columns fly through the air for COE College. There's been a few instances of double committing and whatnot, like that one right there, that Ithaca College could have benefited from perhaps more succinct comms. Not 100% sure, obviously can't tell exactly what it is, but yeah, Michael going up for this one, coming off of wall and being not in a position to block this one away, might have been the final nail in the coffin for the side of Ithaca College. 3-0 right now, and yeah, it's been it's slipping away from the realm of reality. It's still possible, just unlikely.
Yeah, and right now, COE College, they just have to keep playing how they're playing. Some teams try to change things up, and I always find it so kind of strange when you see teams start to get out to a lead. They sometimes get complacent. They just want to keep getting some weirder goals, maybe lob it high, maybe go for some passing plays, maybe go for a pinch play, something theatrical, because at this point they have enough. But honestly, if you're playing well already, why change anything? COE College right now has no need to be complacent. They have this win wrapped up, and 10 seconds sort of remaining, it might as well already be gift wrapped, because it doesn't seem like Ithaca College has a miracle up their sleeves. Final seconds coming down. COE College top to bottom, good performance. 1 goal only in a 3-game series. And they're going to complete the sweep as this ball finally hits the turf.
Sir, broom out the closet right here. Sweep for COE College. 6-1 in game number 1, 4-0 game number 2, and 3-0 in game number 3. Things going a little bit better perhaps for Ithaca College, but the result staying the same. COE College taking this one. Now, we are going to be back in just a little bit for some couple other closing statements right here for the ECAC regular season day 1. We're going to have a little bit of interview action coming at you from one of the winning members of the COE College. Unless Danger Taco has something else for you guys before you can go, because even though we are co-casters, I cannot read his mind yet.
No, you can't read them. Well, that comes with chemistry. Over time, then we'll just start thinking about things. The only problem is then when you turn it off, because after broadcast, I'm going to be eating, and then you'll hear my thoughts about eating, and it's just going to get distracting. But
there's a lot of ways you could have taken that, and I'm glad you took food.
We got no other way. We got no other things to talk about. COE College, they said it all with their play. They got that nice 3-0 victory, and honestly, I think College, coming from this, silver linings is that they weren't completely helpless. They were able to get up on offense, just about execution, get those training packs, that custom training, and look up these replays, and maybe you can find a better way forward on week 2.
Wireless.
That is comfortable.
What will you like today? Another Cloud 2 classic?
I'll stick with the usual. Maybe take a little bit off the sides.
Oh, that's fresh.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Hey, watch your head.
Ain't accept and ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids' kids. That's wealth years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out and finish this bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, job that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the ground on the cards is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live.
What sound experience would you like today?
I'll have the fantasy pack.
Good choice.
And could you make it a Cloud 2 wireless?
On his way, sir.
Sounds amazing.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Hey man, I just can't find a comfortable headset. I mean, I've tried everything. Literally everything.
Sheesh, my brother. I got you.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
That is comfortable.
What will you like today? Another Cloud 2 classic?
I'll stick with the usual. Maybe take a little bit off the sides.
Oh, that's fresh.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Hey, watch your head.
Ain't accept and ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids, and for their kids, it's kids. That's wealth years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out and finished his bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the ground on the cars is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live.
What sound experience would you like today?
I'll have the fantasy pack.
Good choice.
And could you make it a Cloud 2 wireless?
On his way, sir.
Sounds amazing.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Hey man, I just can't find a comfortable headset. I mean, I've tried everything. Literally everything.
Sheesh, my brother. I got you.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
That is comfortable.
What will you like today? Another Cloud 2 classic?
I'll stick with the usual. Maybe take a little bit off the sides.
Oh, that's fresh.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Hey, watch your head.
Ain't accept and ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids, and for their kids, it's kids. That's wealth years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out and finished his bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the ground on the cars is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live.
What sound experience would you like today?
I'll have the fantasy pack.
Good choice.
And could you make it a Cloud 2 wireless?
On his way, sir.
Sounds amazing.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Hey man,
trying to play in leagues to get some game time? Or what's the really aspect of Rocket League as an esport within your day-to-day college life? How do you guys navigate that?
So for us, we normally practice around 2 times a week as well as our game. Even if we're not in our facility, we like to practice in our room, even if we have to. But we like to take it really serious. We have a lot of passion in what we're doing, and if it's going to be competitive, we want to go for the win if we can.
Well, I mean, that was something that I think we saw. Just to follow up on that, is you said go for the win. One thing that I really appreciated about you guys is I think sometimes when you do get out to a lead and you feel like you have the win, sometimes teams get complacent. They start trying some weird stuff, and you guys just kept going for goals. There was really no show of mercy there. Is that a deliberate action you guys take? Are you guys trying to just throw in as many as possible, or is it just like what are the comms like when you get in situations like that, when you feel like you have the momentum on your side?
I mean, when we feel like we're in a safer position, we like to play more aggressive. We like the mentality, trying to work on stuff, just practice our offense, and it helps us with the pressure situations during the game a lot.
I can dig that. I can dig that, kind of keeping the mind on the competition right there. Just kind of rounding this one out. You mentioned a couple of times here the college, the esports facility there. Do you want to tell us a little bit about it? I'm interested. You have my interest.
Okay, so our esports room, it's honestly fairly small, but we have 12 tables with beautiful PCs, beautiful monitors, and a beautiful esports team that's so dedicated to everything we do. And it just makes it a really great place to be, honestly.
I like it. I like it. Again, Danger Taco and I maybe a year or two older than your standard esports participant, okay? And personally, when I went to undergrad, that wasn't a thing so much. It was just more like clubs and stuff like that. So huge shout out to all the colleges in North America and otherwise that are getting involved at that base level at for esports. Small, but then you listed some impressive stuff. So I'm certain that at least gets it done for you. Now, this is the ECAC competition here. This is regular season day one. A little bit of wonkiness. I want to ask you. So your team is playing in the background. You guys may have heard some of the Overwatch shout-outs. I want to ask for an update on that game that's going on the other channel for the ECAC, but through you right now in our live interview.
Let me check with them. I can't see their screens right now.
Okay, gotcha. Oh, so the facility also built so you can't see each other's screens necessarily. There you go.
Okay, so they actually just started, so they're 1-1 right now.
Gotcha. No leaked strats here.
Not yet.
1-1 tied up. 1-1
Yes,
tied
sir.
up.
That's how to efficiently use an interview. Don't interview, turn it into sideline reporting, and then you're doing two. It's a 2-for-1. So this is just brilliant. This is just brilliant awareness by FBI.
Tugboat special.
Always surprised me with
There
that.
you go. That's the Charleston Shuffle right there. All right, Rain, I want to thank you for coming on and giving us some of your time after the game as well, and again congratulate you and your squad on the 3-0 W here today over Ithaca Gold. Your team being the gold team is correct. There's a Crimson team as well.
Yes, there is a Crimson team. We are gold.
Gotcha. Gold indeed. Appreciate you. We'll see you back in the interview box later this season, maybe, but only if you win, because we only have winners in the interview box.
All right.
Today you are a winner, sir. Today you are a winner. Who knows about the future? Danger Taco. Anything else do we have for the good people before we call this a fantastic broadcast?
Absolutely not. And something like this, it really just shows that the competition, when you do show up on broadcast, it's nice to see a player that, as I said, I love the mentality of they got up and then they say they're just going to keep on being aggressive. It's something that I think a lot of teams can learn from. So College setting the pace here in week one for the ECAC in getting a lot of goals and then being able to keep up that pressure, not getting complacent. It's the side of a true winner. And hopefully best luck going forward in the future weeks.
Absolutely. I think we mentioned it earlier. Definitely want to mention it again. This is going to be the same ECAC time, same channel, same day, everything. We got like the nice, reliable schedule here for you esports people, whether you're players in college and you got a hectic schedule between classes and play, whether you're somebody like me who's not particularly organized. It's going to be the same exact time. It's going to be the same exact day for months and months, some high-tier esports play. Now, we're going to host the Overwatch channel, I believe. That's 1-1 over there, so already a good game going on over there. Quick shout out to MP Live Design, our production company here. That's Colton and K-Tad. We really appreciate them. And without that, we are just two pretty faces and golden voices out in the internet ethos out there somewhere. There's nothing without our production, so we really, again, appreciate that. Legion by Lenovo as well, the Y25 monitor specifically, you can go check out on their website and at your local retailers. Shout out to HyperX, CSMG, and iBuyPower, the website where you can put together a PC like literally right in front of your eyes, or as much as in front of your eyes gets on a computer screen. This has been the longest call out at the end, like the longest rollout of all time. So I'm gonna go ahead and end it right here because I'm not actually going. There you go. I'm not actually going for a Guinness World Record here, I promise. But Danger Taco, FBI Tugboat, you can find us on Twitter as well. Have a good night, guys. We'll see you some more esports action with the Overwatch, and then next week, same time.
I just can't find a comfortable headset. I mean, I've tried everything. Literally everything.
Sheesh, my brother. I got you.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
That is comfortable.
What will you like today? Another Cloud 2 classic?
I'll stick with the usual. Maybe take a little bit off the sides.
Oh, that's fresh.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Hey, watch your head.
Ain't accept and ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids' kids. That's wealth years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out and finished his bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the grind on the cards is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live.
What sound experience would you like today?
I'll have the fantasy pack.
Good choice.
And could you make it a Cloud 2 wireless?
On his way, sir.
Sounds amazing.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Hey man, I just can't find a comfortable headset. I mean, I've tried everything. Literally everything.
Sheesh, my brother. I got you.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.